It's
And I
not
already have
posted.
helicopters over the house every daggone night. So
Oh,
I've been
okay.
told I've had a bunch of different readings over the years,
Oh,
and
okay.
this is the first time I've ever really talked about energy. And it fascinates me because quantum entanglement and all sorts of things interest me. But I love your artwork. So
Oh, thank you.
I
Thank
don't
you.
know what abilities or where your focus is. I guess you're able to look at an aura. I was able to listen to you during the conference, and as many other people as I possibly could, given that it was running all day, and there were two rooms, and I could only look at the one room.
Mm-hmm.
The
Mm-hmm.
ones that were in the other room, I could not see, so maybe Brian can fix that. I'd like to
Oh,
come next year because I'm
yeah.
really in touch with uh, the guy in
James
Australia,
Bartley.
James.
Jim,
Yeah, I'm
yeah.
really. I've had lots of conversations with him over the years, and I've told him about some of my dreams and a lot of what people have told me. But I'm one that they blanked pretty well if
Mm-hmm.
any of it's true.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I'm always praying and looking for guidance in terms of bringing memories back, even though some of them might not be pleasant.
Mm-hmm.
There are a lot of um, synchronicities, but before I go any further, what is it that you like to do with folks? What do you,
Yeah,
um,
how I start, because I can do either I can do some pull some cards or something if you want me to do that, or if you want me to tune into an experience to look at, so I can kind of go wherever. I'm a Karuna Reiki Master, so it's where you I can scan the energy at a distance and find any kind of density or see things in your work field, that you hold there, or if you show me in your mind and describe an experience, then I can follow along with the experience that you're showing me in your mind and help
hmm
you with that too. So, and I can also, I mean, it's like soul retrieval as well. So if you have any pieces of you that are like aspects or so, so if you just describe an experience, or if you want to
uh,
do that or do
yeah,
cards.
that sounds good. One of the biggest things that I've encountered blockages, like I've been under hypnosis in times past, and I get to a certain point and it doesn't go any further. I see all sorts of geometrical shapes flying at me as I'm going out there, and they're all gold and flipping and turning and whatnot. But I only have able to achieve a certain point, and there I don't know whether there's some sort of soul blockage or whether I'm being prevented by external sources. Some have said that I'm monitored. I mean, I was a naval intelligence. I'm a German speaker. I've been allegedly I was in Dark Fleet and all those sorts of things, but I have dreams occasionally that kind of freak me out.
Mhm.
And
So do you want to ask me some questions that I can look at then, like, or I can, so you have military experience in this reality, but the naval, so
and to,
you've been like a shooter, or because I can see you doing like shoot. I'll just describe it because I don't know the terms of military. I just see it in my mind of what you'll be doing, like if you was a black ops. So this is what you would be doing in other realities. So I can see that, like as a black ops person and shooting at distant, like a whatever this would be,
sniper.
sniper, like that. So you would be
Well,
on a team like this,
I
like waiting.
apparently I was a high ranking or an alter as a high ranking official in Dark Fleet on Sirius B,
Okay.
and I'm part of something called the Black Knights.
Mm,
Um, Rockloud told me that last year, and he said that I was high ranking enough that I was one of the only ones permitted to have a wife and a girlfriend on Sirius B. I didn't know anything about that or anything, but I had a dream where I knew I was on Mars and I was sort of waiting for another job. I was an assassin for
hmm
Dark Fleet and all these different other Kruger and other groups that I had never heard about until 2 years ago. And when I started hearing about this, I thought, oh my gosh. But I have to tell you, in this life, I'm a weapons fanatic, a
Okay.
martial arts fanatic.
Yep.
I've spoken German since I was little, well, since high school,
Okay.
and I read it and understand it. And there are a lot of synchronicities. I have
Okay.
family that are actually from distant relatives that are from Berchtesgaden, where Hitler's chateau was. So it doesn't surprise me that I would be in some sort of German thing, but there's some sort of blockage that prevents
Yeah.
me from seeing all of that.
Yeah. Because it's like puzzle pieces, of course, like this, and you see a flash of a memory or so, but the whole story is hard to piece together. But if you could just figure out just why you're seeing just this image, so it's so when you look at these experiences, say with Mars, say when you're Mars and you're doing the black ops or
Yeah, I was
the
in between jobs and I was sitting in a stairwell watching guys get drilled running up and down the stairs, and I was just in civilian clothes, but I knew I was waiting for a flight somewhere else, presumably to Sirius B or somewhere else. But I was just I had done my job, whatever that was, and I
Mhm,
knew that. Um,
mhm.
so that's the most intriguing thing of the whole. Uh, it really never surprised me considering all my interest. And when I was told that, oh, you're in naval intelligence, she said, you signed up twice. I said, oh, yeah, well, I guess I did. The first time I
Yeah.
didn't know about. She
Because
said
it
I was visited and I'm monitored because I had a clearance and
mm.
all that kind of stuff. And I
So
know,
when you were little, then so do let's track back like if you was when you were a young child in this life, do you remember being taken like by the ETs or anything or by and you know how they take us and then they put us back and wipe your
yeah,
mind
I
like that?
apparently I've been in the 20 and back, but I don't remember any of it. I remember
Hmm.
periods of my childhood that I don't have any memories.
Yeah.
Elementary school.
Hmm.
I remember being in the hearing tests
Okay.
and all of that sort of stuff. And I was told I was part of Monarch and all this stuff, and all this stuff's
Okay.
been thrown at me, but I have no way of connecting it to reality.
Right. So it's kind of focusing on this is how I am too, because I'm all over the place with the programs as well, so finding like one thing at a time and then just focusing in on that and just looking and searching that memory, so if you wanted me to look at because you have Montauk and you have all of these 20 and back and you've been to Mars and you've been to Sirius and or Sirius. um you've been in the German program, so you have all this experience. So it's like tuning into one thing and just kind of seeing how much we can look at that and get as much information because some things we aren't able to see because it's completely wiped. They've erased it. So there's no
Yeah.
memory at
And
all,
they
you
did a good
know?
job.
Yeah. So I won't be able to tap into it if it's not in your memory. Like I can see some, but then if it's not being shown, like if you're showing me this in your energy field, you know what I mean? Like that. So I can tune into you and you're showing me all these things that you still have in your mind and your memory, and then I can help that retrieve in that way. But if it's been wiped, then I'll go probably I'll see stuff that maybe that will help you, but I won't be able to see the whole entire
Mhm.
picture,
Sure.
because
Yeah.
it's white. So that's how I am too. I can't see some of my experiences as well. I just have snapshots of things. So if you want me to tune into Montauk
The
or
Dark Fleet, the
the
whole
dark.
German program. I mean, that's what I seem to have so many similarities to, and the
Mm-hmm,
knowledge of weapons and the
mm-hmm,
familiarity of it. I'm a hunter. I mean,
mm-hmm,
I know I've been in situations where I've pretty much willed someone not to confront me because I
mm-hmm.
knew in my mind I told them what I was going to do to them, and it scared them.
Okay.
And and
How do
scared
you see Dark Fleet looking like that? Like describe kind of what Dark Fleet is for you. Like is it flying on a ship? Is it going to Mars or going
I
to
just
different
I
places?
I seem to remember. Well, it's hard to parse between all the history and the knowledge that I have and what is real. I mean, the discipline and the black uniforms and things like that ring true and sort of sit comfortably with me. Um, I'm sure I've been to different places, but I don't know where or when.
Because I feel like the Dark Fleet is like a team of like you would have been on a team of soldiers, you know,
Yeah,
and flying in a it looks like it's flying in a I guess it's a craft or however, but they
transport craft.
transport
Yeah,
yeah, transported to different places to to I guess handle things or
yes,
take out things. You know, so it's almost like the SEAL Team 6 or something like that, you know? So you would be something like a special forces kind of team. So
apparently I
you
was a
travel as
sniper.
a, yeah, then you travel as a team. You
Yeah,
know, you have a team, but it's not very many because you all can communicate, you know, however, with your symbols, your signals and stuff like that. But it's like, um, it looks just like SEAL Team 6 almost in a way, you know, how they operate. And,
well,
um,
I had a chance to go when I was in intelligence school in Virginia Beach. I had a chance with three other guys to go for BUDS training, SEALs training, and I just didn't want to do it. I've had a bad taste in my mouth, and I didn't know why because I would have loved it.
yeah.
And it's because I'd already done it. And
Hmm.
that's
Yeah.
body is beat up as it is. And
Yeah.
as an athlete, I was beat up by the time I got there.
Hmm.
And
So
but
these are some
to
of the
say,
things that I can see because you can withstand a lot of pain. Like you just blank out. Like they have you to where you would have been
I
almost like
disassociate.
Rambo,
I
almost like how
disassociate.
Rambo does, you know,
Yep.
how they can cut him, they can do all this stuff and he doesn't even feel nothing. So this is how it's kind of like you are too, where they would sit you in a chair and you can switch you can switch your alter to where you don't feel they could do whatever to you. Put pins in your eyes, whatever. You don't feel nothing. You just sit there and then you just are really like a jerk back to them too. Like you don't even take no shit at all. Like you will say like, is that all you got or whatever, you know, so something like that. And then so they do more and more and you don't even care. Like it does not even and then you just wait for them to release you and then you're like chaos weapon. Like I mean you just unleash it all until like your punch is like a cement block or something like when you're punching it's like, and then they just so you're just like a whip like you're like you're this so strong, you know, with your punches and like with the shooting with martial arts like you said too, like that
Yeah.
with
I knew
swimming.
stuff
So
when I was a teenager that I didn't know how I knew it.
mhm,
Martial arts in particular, I would flip people and I didn't
yeah,
have my mom wouldn't allow me to have training and
mhm,
I'd already had it apparently because I learned how not to fight and that was the
yeah.
greatest skill in martial arts is to make an enemy a friend and that's kind of the pinnacle of it. But
Yeah. So it's like you're the I think you're the team leader with it though, is what I would feel because I could see you like giving the command to the team, you know, like telling them, go do this or whatever, you know, and I can see you going underwater and swimming deep underwater too, and going to find or going through these it's like
I'm a
another
baby in the
realm.
water. Yeah, I'm a baby in the water.
Mm-hmm.
I swim, and that's why I'm sick because I have an ear infection. I swim
Yeah.
around 3,000 yards a week today.
Okay.
And,
Mm-hmm.
and when I was in boot camp, they would yell at you, I would just disassociate and
Yeah.
they could do whatever they wanted. And
Mm-hmm.
it didn't bother me.
Yeah.
So those things were already there.
Yeah, they
Part of
are.
that's because I had shitty parents, but
Yeah.
it was there
Yeah.
before that.
Yeah. There's probably in the program as well. That's, you know, that's why you're picked. So it's maybe like your genetics too with being, so what are your abilities with your like psionic?
I'm
I would say,
I'm an
I would,
empath for sure.
yeah, empath. because you can, but in it's telepathic, you know.
I'm that way with the dog. I talk
Yeah.
to the dog with my mind,
Mm-hmm.
and I've had a couple of Bigfoot experiences, and I can feel
Okay.
them. I feel them when
Yeah.
I'm in the woods or when I'm
Mm-hmm.
not, and I
Yeah, you
talk to
can feel
them.
it. You can feel their frequency. I can see you like holding some wood or something like this, like it's something with the ground, like you're low to the ground, and like you can feel
Well, I
in
just
a
grab a tree.
frequency.
I'll just
Like,
hold on to a tree
oh,
that I'm
okay.
sitting next to,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll talk to them, and I just project love out,
Mm-hmm.
tell them that I'm just here. Please, if I harvest an animal, I'll leave you the entrails. But I had a QHHT, and others have told me I've lived among them. I have to tell
Yeah.
you, the coolest dream that I've had was, and I'm very ornery. I'm Irish and German, but
Okay.
I had a dream where I was watching a wagon train of horses and wagons and cows and people out west walking, and there was an orb flying around them. And it turns out in that orb was me, and I was going up and messing with them.
Oh.
And I was able to, in that dream, ask, is that me? And am I a Sasquatch? And the answer was yes. So I was in there messing with them. So that confirmed what had been told to me that I have lived in every clan, whether it's Northwest, East Coast, and they're attracted to me. I mean, I feel them and they feel me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Mm-hmm.
targeted, sort of.
Like you can merge your consciousness with them,
Yeah,
like
and
that.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and the Fae as well. Um,
Mm-hmm.
it's it's really spooky, really. I don't tell many people that, but among this community,
Yeah.
it's sort of more open. So
Yeah, you can really feel a lot of like tune into your frequency. You can shift your frequency to whatever you want to tune into. If it's the water or whatever it is, if you're just looking and you just want to focus on the water and feel in the water frequency and communicating with the water or the trees or the grass or whatever you want to tune into, and then you just change it with your thought,
apparently, I
So,
was a druid in a past life, which doesn't
okay.
surprise me. And I sing in
I
an
see
Irish
that.
pub band, and music is very powerful to me. I
Oh,
feel.
okay, I see that. Yeah, because because you sing from your heart and it makes
Mhm.
it projects it out like that, and it just is like it like it's a frequency out, like, and it can go all the way and heal all these people. So if you like belt out like, oh, then it just
Yeah.
like ripples out. So that's really cool how
So
you
there's
can
a
do that.
lot of things going on here, and I really don't know where to start. I mean, can you determine? Margie K did a reading 3 years ago, and she said, well, you're being taken every night, sometimes physically and sometimes not. But I
Hmm.
never wake up with pinpricks or anything like that. But she said, you're monitored. She said, they'll
Yeah.
land right in your backyard and they'll come up. She saw an image of them hanging over my head, touching my temple. And my wife, they're able to keep her asleep the whole
Do you
time.
feel that that's still happening? Because I don't.
I have some crazy dreams, but I never felt that that happened in the first place.
Yeah, I don't really see that because you
That's
would
good.
command it out. Like you would command them if you found out they wouldn't want to be caught by you. Really, I don't think so.
Well,
Because
I've been saying for a year and a half now when I go to sleep, you know, put on the armor of God and protect me. And
hmm
I talk to whoever my star families are,
yeah.
and I've been told what they like.
Oh, okay. I see you as a lion being. I can see you as a lion, a lion. I can
Yeah,
see you
and
as that.
someone told me Lyran, Venusian, and mantids. And every night I'll pray if when I remember, to please release my altars and let them come back to me because I don't like to think of them out there being tortured and killed and
hmm
killing people. I mean,
Oh, yeah. The other aspects of you out there.
yeah.
Yeah.
Do you see
Yeah.
any out there? Any out there altars still? Because every night I ask them to come home, but I never have any acknowledgement of it.
I think in these programs, they always keep us. I mean, I don't think we're ever really gonna. I mean, I know that they can keep on cloning our DNA. So how would we really
Oh,
know
yeah,
if we're fully integrated? Because we have they've bought us, and they packaged this super soldier to be this way, and it's like they own that label of us, and then they have all these clones of you in a maybe like of a in like so many, but then they sell us to different places too. So how would you be able to track all of these clones of you that have now, do they have a piece of your consciousness? Or, so it's like maybe they sell a piece of your consciousness, or maybe they might even mix it with something else. So is it like a pure consciousness of
oh
you?
yeah,
So it's
or
kind of like
hybridized.
that too. So it's hard to track because it's like a quantum field
Mm-hmm.
of everything. So that would be hard to, you could just call back all those that would be affecting you and ask that they be released from your consciousness or from, that you not be attached to them
Yeah,
in this
that's
reality.
that's a
You
good
could do
idea.
that because they would have control of those aspects. But, because I mean, I think you're still active doing those things
That's
but
what
it's
I've been
not,
told, but I don't have
yeah,
any. I'm
but I
awake
don't
every night at 3 o'clock, and that's always been. And I wake up, I don't know why, but
I
that's
don't feel like it's bad stuff though. Like Dark Fleet
that's
is kind of the
good.
negative, but I don't feel like it. I think uh maybe you had some kind of a switch to where you could see something happening or so, and then change over,
Good,
maybe lead your own thing, in a way. So
good.
there's been like a shift or something that, and maybe wanting to turn the tables and go I don't know, go after. That's not it. It's like
Prevent
you kind of
prevent what
just,
they're doing.
yeah, it's kind of like you just stand guard. Like you're just kind of standing guard, almost like this,
Hypervigilant.
like that. Yeah, and kind of making sure that, I think you may be like a grid keeper, like on the grid, maybe like watching and monitoring the Earth realm grid, kind of something like that. So it seems like that. It seems like you're like on a watch, but
I've
it's
always
like,
been an analyst in the Navy. I was an intelligence analyst when I worked
yeah.
at the Blue Cross Blue Shield group. I was a business analyst, so I was
Hmm.
always bringing in large amounts of information and data, and then just
I don't
reporting.
know. I just see you as like you have like some kind of a control center thing over like a something like in over the Earth in a way, like a defense thing. Like you changed it to where you're protecting, like it's kind of like a wizard too, because I see the druid part, like that looks like a wizard, because you kind of have that, so you can kind of manipulate the things too and change it. So maybe you can cloak things and make it look like you can change it to this when it's really this, so they don't see it. So I think you have, maybe you can cloak, you have the cloaking ability to move things around. So it's like you're almost like you're a giant too in space, but it's like it's your consciousness, because you can, not like a giant that's moving things, but it's like you can move things around to where they line up, like back to where they should be on the, like, lines, like a ley line, energetic line or
Okay,
something like that, in a way to where things kind of, so it's like you're monitoring this station of space or something to make sure, and it's like you keep a eye on, it's like that, it's like a it's not protection, it's like a watch, it's like
like a
you keep,
warden.
yeah, it's like you have it,
Or maybe I got into
monitoring.
solar warden or something. I don't know. You know,
So, yeah, I think that's a whole different. There's probably every program they probably have put you in because of your abilities, and all
I
of
think
your
that I
training
think
you've
I
had.
heard 6 or 7 of them several times. ICC, Kruger, all
Hmm.
these. I didn't know who the heck they were, so I've been listening and talking to James about who they are and all this for a couple of years now. But
Hmm.
I'm happy to hear that I'm trying to do something good out there.
Well, because I can see you as like you know how in the X-Men or something, how they fly in, and maybe like, and then they punch the ground and then it like breaks the whole ground. So it's something really powerful like that. Like your hit is can break the whole ground, when you punch. So there's something with that power that you have. It's like in your whole chest, like in your chest, so you can
Mhm.
fight like that. But you command things. And then because I can see you like in the underground, I can see you doing that, but you're always like in command, like telling people where they need to go, like giving them directions on the map or whatever, telling them where they need to be and stuff. And then like you command all these people, all these soldiers, and then you know where they're all at. You
That's
can,
really cool. Yeah.
hmm
So
yeah.
I'm also infatuated in something that is dear to you, and that's Native American things. And
hmm
I've had lives among different tribes.
hmm
Are you able to focus and look at what
That's your
tribe?
Sasquatch. That's your Sasquatch with
Ah,
that. Yeah. That's right. It matches that. It matches your Sasquatch to where you could tune in and shapeshift into a Native American, Lakota. You've had Lakota, you've interacted with all these tribes, but you're like a Sasquatch. Like you enter into maybe take inhabit a body and then you grow up in
oh,
there. And then so like you have soul aspects that are Sasquatch. So they recognize you as that, as a Sasquatch being too. So you're always honored and respected and like you are seen as kind of
they
different
still
person.
do when I'm
Yeah.
out in the woods, and I'm a hunter, so I'm always in the woods, and
hmm
I feel at peace
Yeah.
when
hmm
I'm out there with them. And
hmm
the last time was the first time in our West
Yeah.
Virginia property that I felt them. But I've had them out back here, and I've had
You
four
can
or
even
five.
make the sound too. Make you hum like whatever the noise is, you could copy it. Whatever they're saying, like if they're making that humming noise, then you can hear it and you can replicate it right back, like
That's what
they're
makes me good at singing is I can hear and repeat a sound,
hmm
whether it's an artist or whatever. And I have the music in my head all the time, and I can just go
hmm
and listen to the jukebox if I want to sing that pitch or that key. My buddies call it perfect pitch, and
hmm
I'm able to just find that note or that
hmm
lyric.
Yeah, so because you don't even have to hear the Sasquatch to, like if you're sitting in the woods and then you want to project their language or their sound, then you can even just kind of scan and see what would be the right frequency. Because I think they all probably are different frequencies depending on where they're living, you
Yeah.
know. And so you just can kind of make that a noise, whatever it is, but coming from your heart. And
hmm
then they would feel that. They would probably think it's one of them almost.
I've always had an infatuation, particularly because I live near the Susquehanna River, where it dumps into the Chesapeake Bay in northeastern Maryland with the Susquehannock people. And um, it's just fascinating. I collect arrowheads and I'm very close with the earth. I did
hmm
landscaping. And
hmm
what tribes? You're Native American, but you're of several tribes, aren't you?
Yeah,
Blackfeet?
Cherokee and Muscogee is Muscogee Creek, like they
Okay.
have that. Yeah,
So
this
that's
this
the
area in Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, and we live here in Choctaw Nation land, so the whole Oklahoma is all Native American, of course, but so yeah, but we're Cherokee and Muskogee,
that's
so
neat.
mhm. Mhm.
That's outstanding. The
Yeah, and
spirit.
I always loved the Navajo and Zuni, and so I'm like I always am fascinated with the Southwest tribes, so I know
I
I have
love,
aspects of them.
I collect a guy named, I think it was Bill something, but he was a Navajo iron or silversmith.
Oh,
And I
okay.
have several of his bangles, and I'm so, I mean, I love them. They're
hmm
silver, and I've got three of them, I think. And I think he was a Navajo, and he drank himself to death, unfortunately, and died in his early 50s.
hmm
His symbol is the spider. If you look
Okay.
inside of a bracelet and you see the a spider, that's his symbol.
Yeah. because you can feel it when you hold his jewelry that he's given you or you've
I've
purchased, then
bought
you
them,
can
yeah.
feel it.
It's just they're
Yeah.
so, I love them.
So
I
you
love
know what's real and what's not. Like you only buy like the real stuff that comes
them.
from like that because you know the energy of like you can touch things and know that that's not real. That's not the real thing, or however, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like
I'm
that.
trying to
So,
turn my wife on to the turquoise and silver because I love it. But it
hmm
doesn't look great on men, but I think it's beautiful on women.
yeah. And the men they wear it too for the protection, that
I
too.
wear
So,
I took it off to shave, but I wear shungite
hmm
night or usually
yeah.
all the time, and I love it. And I can tell when I don't have it on, which is now
Mm-hmm.
like so I try to do all sorts of things like that.
Yeah.
Is do you have any suggestions as to how I might tap into more of the abilities that have been taken or never shown to me?
Like what kind of just
Like,
what other
I would love to be telepathic with people. I mean, I think I have the ability, but I don't think maybe they're not able to. I know I am with animals because animals are my favorite because
yeah.
I talk to them and I feel them. It's more like feeling than talking. But um,
The
oh,
like your abilities are on. There's the other people's are not. So
mm,
they're not the same frequency as you. So they're not matching. So your dog and stuff, y'all are the same frequency. You know how to adjust because they don't judge and they are open. So any animal, horse, I don't
mhm.
know if it's a cat or not, because cats kind of don't really respond as easily. They
Oh,
hear
my
you, but
cat.
they
I had a cat for 20 years, and she and I were like
in
brother
sync.
and sister. We
Yeah.
fought like cats and dogs.
Yeah.
We'd sit out
Mm-hmm.
in the hallway and meow, and I would throw the remote at her, but she was far enough away at 3 in the morning that I couldn't hit her. But she
Mm-hmm.
was like my buddy.
Uh-huh. Yeah. So they're
And
different. But the dogs, they're like in sync with you. Like
mhm.
you could I see horses. I mean horses really. I don't know if you see horses or communicate
I
with
love
them, but like
horses.
horses are right there.
I
Yeah.
love
Horses.
horses. I love
Yeah.
them.
Because I
And
see you petting it and
yeah,
petting their head and talking to them and looking at their eye, like that, then you can communicate with any animal. I seen like an alligator just now too, like looking at an alligator for some reason, like that.
I've never even
Any
seen one. I
any
have
animal, shark, I see like their
birds. I have
eye.
a thing for birds.
Oh, the birds. The
Hawks.
birds are harder.
I
So,
found
oh yeah, the
a hawk's
hawks.
feather just the other day in my path. I found an
Okay.
eagle feather 6 weeks ago right out in my yard in my path, a bald
Hmm.
eagle feather. So it's
Okay.
amazing. They're always leaving me these things. They know
Yeah.
I appreciate it. They must because I
Hmm.
love them.
Oh yeah, I saw your Sasquatch. It's like it's so close to you, your aspect as a Sasquatch. It just matches who you are even now, because it's like the Sasquatch, a leader of them too. I guess if there was some kind of hierarchy or so with the Sasquatch or so, it would be more of a leader. I never heard of that, but I just see you as something like that. So those birds and stuff, they would give you those gifts because maybe you establish some sort of a protection with the bird, with the hawks, or with their area, their nesting, their water, because you can correct their environment, or even if there's like fires, if there's fires or floods, if you focus your of what you want to do, your intention, if you're trying to calm the water, then you just think of exactly what you want to do. If there's like a hurricane coming, then you think of what exactly you need to do to calm that so
So
it
that's
doesn't
sort of like
happen.
remote influencing.
Yeah, that's what you can do. So if the hawks come or if the birds come, then you could even tune into the feather and ask like if that like it's a gift, but are they okay? You can communicate with that bird since it came from them. Like, is everything okay in your environment? And then just remote view from that, and see and look around and
I
make
just thought
sure.
of another thing. I was sitting in our work. We're going to retire to West Virginia to the mountains to get away from all this stress of the I-95 corridor and the smog and the bad people and everything. We're going to the mountains, and I was out in our pole barn, which is pretty big, and I was sitting in a chair resting inside the barn, and a hummingbird came in front of me 3 feet and just hovered for like 10 seconds. And I
Mm,
was smiling. I was so happy. I'd never seen that before. And,
okay.
and then he just took off. It was
Yeah.
coming in to say hi.
I feel like it was like connecting with your heart, like that, and they like come and say like thank you, thank you. So it's like that, like just acknowledging your
Pretty
presence and
special.
everything. Yeah.
Really special.
Flowers too. Like I can see you like you're a magician too. Like you can go like this and then make all the flowers come alive, like that. So it's like that
Wow.
magical. Yeah. So you just focus your intent and do that. Like,
I
cause
need
you
to do
have,
that with our
yeah,
tomato garden. It's not doing too well.
yeah, just hold it. Just hold, cause you have healing abilities in your hands, just like if you
Is that
got,
what Reiki is? You're able
yeah.
to heal with
hmm
your hands?
You can just rub your hands together to activate your palm chakras, before you do it, just so you can feel it. And then just touch whatever, just whatever you want to do. Do Reiki on the dog or the plants or anything that you can see a change in, so that
My dog's
that
got
there's
bad knees, and I always
yeah, do that. hmm
touch her knees, and she has braces, and I always touch them, trying to make them heal. I don't know if it's worked or not, but I've tried.
Yeah, because it runs through you. You can even ask to channel your higher self and your higher abilities, and ask that the healing come through you and do work on your dog that needs assistance at this time. So it just runs through like you have a pillar of light that just comes down and funnels through you, and you just lay your hands on anything that you're wanting healing to. If it's your
Okay.
chest,
How about
it's your
our own
ears.
self? Our
Yes,
own self.
most
Because
definitely, all the time. And just do ask for that to have healing,
you know what
fully
I
healed.
do at night as I lay in bed and I picture myself out of body and I look at all my chakras and then I go to my throat chakra and see it just healing and the poison leaving, but it doesn't seem to have helped. So
Mm,
I think I have to do it physically, maybe.
yeah, you can like you can do this. You can put your hands right here, and then you can because it's blue right here, the blue. So imagine like the blue. You might even wear a piece of turquoise or so. That will help your throat right there.
Oh,
Any blue color, and then or just wear blue for a little bit, and then open it up, like clearing out any density. You can do this, clearing out any density in your whole chest, and then just kind of scraping it off, like you're
do you do
clearing.
Reiki classes or anything like that online?
I
And
haven't yet. I'm just starting to get started with all my stuff, so
okay.
yeah, that's something that I would do probably like one-on-one more
hmm
because I like to make sure that that person has all their questions answered, with that
hmm
because that's really important to know. So it's something I would have to study with becoming the teacher because I'm used to doing it everywhere, and so being a teacher is a different role too. So you have to be more like presenting the information and answering. So I'm a Karuna Reiki Master, so master means teacher, so I can do
So do
that.
you do that in Oklahoma? And then when you like went to Florida, did you do it there at all?
It just says it's in my energy field. All the symbols from my teacher, she get from Reiki 1 all the way to Karuna Reiki Master. That took like a year and a half or so to take all those classes. And then so all those symbols that she's given is in my energetic field. So it's going to come out where it's needed,
Okay,
So
okay.
yeah, so it's just natural. Like even in the readings and stuff, people will say, they feel better after the reading or
Oh,
however,
wow.
Yeah. So it
That's
just is
awesome.
natural. Yeah. And when we're talking and everything too, doing different stuff and seeing it just removes anything at all too.
So do you
Yeah.
actually see auras or energy or anything like that?
Well, I can see the density of what it is, where it needs to be and then move it out. So I can
Oh,
see it like as I'm looking at you, then I can tune into like your chest area right here. and
Yeah,
then it's moving, taking your hands and moving out that density. Just practice doing that even in your stomach area too, because it's kind of upset your whole area right here, your
I have
chest.
terrible IBS, and so that's another one I need to work
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, so just kind of keep moving stuff out of that and then just getting it out of your energy field. And you can take your eagle feather, maybe that's why you've been given that, and
Oh,
get it out. And you can smudge yourself or just
smudge
do the
yourself.
feather. Just
Oh,
use the feather and get it out of you. Just do
okay.
that. Start doing that. See if that's why they
Think
gave
I
you
can do
that
that with
gift.
the dog's leg too? Smudge
Yes,
with the feather?
anything at all that you're guided to do that, because that's given to you as a gift for
Yeah,
that reason, I think. Because when did they give that to you, the
about
feather?
a month ago.
Okay. So like they probably knew already the time, because time is different. They don't
Yep.
know time. So they're probably doing that so you can, and just use that as and if you have any sage, you can use that, or just use the feather and just swoosh it out of you, or swoosh the out of the dog and stuff too. Get that out
Yeah.
of his whole energy field, and
Yes,
he's,
so this druid apparently was known for miles and miles around as a magical healer, and he would use his voice
yeah.
and sing
Hmm.
and heal the land,
Yep.
apparently, and he would call people in that needed help and then heal them.
Hmm.
So that's within my, I mean, I've
Yeah.
got two M's on my hands and
Yeah, I do too. I have the same. I know. Yeah, it's healers. So you do have it. I mean, you can take any kind of if you have a rock that's like a round marble, and just kind of do this, and it kind of activates your palms more, and you
oh
can
yeah, I've got
feel
a
the
bunch of them.
pulsing. You can feel the pulsing, and then just start doing that on your chest at night.
Okay.
Just sending yourself healing, and just seeing yourself as the druid, ask the druid aspect of you to heal you as yourself,
I saw a
say,
post that you, or no, it was what's her name, Eisenhower, and several were singing Irish music at the on the beach.
oh, yeah, yeah. And what are you on the Facebook? Did you friend me on there already?
I don't know. I'm not sure. Let me look. I think I did. I always see your artwork, so I must have.
Yeah.
Michael Patrick Bishop. Let's see, Christy. Christy Campbell. Uh, I'm pretty sure I am. Yeah, I loved it. So all that is what you see.
Which one? Like
The
the
artwork that oh,
Yeah,
today I
it's
saw these moon-eyed
yeah, because those that artwork's from a couple of years ago. So I've been doing that since
yeah, I'm a
my
friend. Yep.
awakening, like
Okay.
that. So it since 2015 I started doing that light language. It's like a
Wow.
open channel opened up, so I could, after the Karuna Reiki, then I was able to, you know like, I guess, be that channel for the light language, and I just went to town. And so now I'm putting them in books and all that stuff too, so I can get them out
That's
more public and stuff,
that's
instead of
amazing.
keeping them in my closet and because I have
Yeah,
so
you should
many.
post it. I'm
Posting
glad
it
to
is
see
great.
it. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
glad to see it.
people like to see it. And then even from a while, because I do different styles too. And one guy said, because he's Chinese, and he's like, you just wrote emperor and lord in Chinese, and it was just a light language though, so it's different universal languages. It's
Wow.
not just one thing. It doesn't have like a translation. It's so many different languages, just
That's
like you're
amazing.
singing. It has it's a frequency. So it's not just going to be, it's going to be the frequency that's going to be out. It's just going to go to different places, so it's not
Hmm.
just going to be here. It's going to go everywhere, so, and everybody might hear it or experience it in a different way too, or see something when they hear your voice, or feel something, or get their eyes watery, so everybody will have a different experience, so
Amazing.
yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's how it is. So you have your voice, and so we all have our different abilities that we can use. And so that's what I see with your abilities is using your voice, because your voice is real comes from your heart and your
Yeah,
and your whole chest area, you know.
yeah.
So
It breaks my heart that I can't sing tomorrow with the fellows,
no,
but
it's okay. You have
look
to,
back.
there's
I got to
some
do.
reason that happens, there's a reason for these things happening. So you can maybe see that you can heal yourself too,
That's what
So,
That's my goal.
yeah, so take the eagle
Eagle
feather and
feathers.
just make sure you're into. I would ask your druid aspect to assist you in healing your throat and chest and all your whole entire body and clear it all out, because it's like, if it's in your ears too, if from the water going in there, and
Yeah,
your,
my right
your
ear.
sinus
Yep,
area,
it
and
is.
then your throat and your chest, like coughing, and then it kind of irritated, went to your stomach because it threw off everything, because
It did.
yeah. So
Oh, I've
it's
been
kind of,
down for 10 days.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
really
So
knocked me out.
you can get it back though, just have that intent, like it's like I just seen you like clap for some reason like that, like you was like changing it, like let's get it started or something. And then you're just like, then you just are focused on getting yourself cleared instead of, you're taking back how you like direct communication, like you want it, you really just understand direct communication. Like, I don't need all this wishy-washy stuff. Just tell me, what to do, and then I'll do that. I understand that. Go left, go right, and here, don't say
Yeah,
do this and then stop here, because I can't, so that's how you have to be with yourself. Like, okay, we're doing this, and
yeah,
then they just
yeah.
do it,
I
and
think
then
it
with the
just,
dog too, say, okay, we're doing it, and then just have that focus that the dogs, you have to see it in your mind that it's being done, you have to see it.
hmm. Well, that's what I'll start
Yeah.
working on.
And that will help 100%, and you'll be able to breathe, like start breathing all the way, like like in a field or something is what I'm seeing, like, and it just kind of circling around you like your breath, like you're sitting, and it's like you're just breathing, and it's like circling around you, your breath, your energy, and building
Excellent.
it back up. Yeah, building it up.
That's that's the key because
And
I
like,
felt
and just kind of doing maybe some like this kind of tai chi, but not taking tai chi, just kind of breathing or so, just whatever, moving stuff, like moving it around, getting it out, because it's like been stuck in places. So just kind of moving your hands around like this, and it kind of moves it out, picking it out of your body, you know? Yeah,
sounds
you can do
good.
that. hmm
Well, that's what I'm going to work on.
You can do that.
Well, I know we're almost at time, but
Do you want me to draw a few cards for you just to
yeah,
see
yeah.
what
I
we
don't know
got?
what to ask, but you just
No,
see
it just is
what comes up.
tuning into you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you feel like any like heat or anything
Yes.
during the reading? I know, me
Yes.
too.
I'm
Yeah,
hot.
me too. I think I know that that's the Reiki, because people always say like
My
how
head's
hot they
sweating.
are. I
Yeah, my
know.
head's sweating
I
again, and
know.
I've had fever the past week, but this isn't.
Yeah,
uh,
it's different.
I'm
It's
beyond that.
it's like the Reiki and stuff going through us, because I get healing too as well, because it moves through me. So it
That's
just,
neat.
yeah, so it is. It's because I'm like, my back is sweaty and stuff. So
Yeah, mine too.
I get like that. Yeah, it's every time I do these sessions. It
That's a
is
neat.
like
That's
that.
I never thought of that.
Yeah, so I
I
know
am.
I
I
know that
am.
it works.
I don't know if it's because I'm excited or what, but yeah, I can feel. Yeah.
hmm No, it is. It's the healing happening. It's your body shifting and heating up, and that heating heals your body and stuff.
Oh,
You
that's
get
great.
heated up, heats up all the stuff, and then moves it out. You
So,
know,
would you recommend me do Reiki? They do it in Havre de Grace, 9 miles from here. Um,
I don't
as
think you really need to. I think you already have it in you.
I can
You
do it
don't
myself.
really. Yeah, it's nothing you don't already know. Because I mean, it's gonna just be if you want to merge with that person doing the session, because it
Well,
doesn't feel
if
like
you teach
that's,
the classes in the future
yeah, then it'd be
individually,
better.
I would be
Yeah,
happy to learn
yeah.
how to
I
do
think
them.
you would like that better because I can tune into you more than,
Yes,
you know what I mean? Because if you
yes.
took the class, you might like it, but I think it would move too slow or something like
Oh, I
that,
see. Yeah.
Like, cause
Oh,
you
I've
get
been told
bored,
that
like you
I
get
have.
bored easily, like this is wasting my time. What are we doing? Like it's just you don't, it's
I
not
had.
like a bad thing that you don't have patience. You just like things like directly,
Yes,
cause it wastes time to do all this stuff in between. You just like, just give it to me directly. Just,
that's right. I
like
saw a
that.
lady. She asked me, "Why do I go to these people when you're far more powerful than them?" And
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
Yes.
Jenny the seer, I went to her
Yes.
years ago, and she said, "You're far more powerful than she is." But I don't know that. I don't,
Yeah.
I don't know how to tap into that. That's my whole, I guess.
Yeah. Just command it to be though, just command, just take control of yourself and all call all your aspects to you that you know of, that's like the star family and Sasquatch and this druid,
Druids, yes.
and call them to you and say like infuse me with your knowledge and be with me, or however, just kind of merge with me so I can learn what I need to do here. What do I need to do in
Oh,
this reality?
okay.
Because and then they'll help you, but just kind of establish that communication of some kind of a ritual happening with them, so it's like constant communication. So you feel always connected with them. So when someone does your energy, then they'll say, "Oh, you have all this around you now." It's not. I don't think there's the dark stuff anymore. It's more like you've overcome that. Yeah. So it's more of
I've
Sasquatch and the
always felt
Druid.
bad about
Yeah.
that.
I think that was in the past with all of us. I think we've completed that. So there might be other timelines that still is occurring, but I don't feel that it
Good.
affects you here and now, but you still have all of those abilities, as
I was
far as like
talking
the
to a
swimming.
dragonfly. When I go out and sit with the dog, I always have these big dragonflies come up near me and they'll land on the clothesline and
Hmm.
just hang out. And I talk to them, and it's cool.
Yeah. You can sing to them too. Hmm. Yeah. You can sing or whatever you want to do, or however, like just sending like I'm sure a lot of people come up to you and tell you stuff, like you could be like a minister, like that, because people would come up to you and ask you to pray for them too. So sometime maybe that was that druid thing too, where they would ask you like if you was like a minister or something
When I
like
go
that.
to Atlantic City with my childhood friends every year,
Hmm.
I'm the one that they appoint to do the meal prayer.
Uh-huh.
I
Yeah.
don't know why, but I'm the
Yeah.
one. And
It is. It's the Irish.
yeah,
I see the Irish part doing that in you, because
yeah, I was
it's
raised
like,
Catholic, but I don't like the Catholic Church.
yeah, that's just something that we had to experience, to overcome in that way. So this is more of, it's nothing to do. It's more to do because you would be like a druid healer. Like when we were the druid, then there's like you was the person that everybody came up to give their prayers to or so, or told, like you were the counselor man or whatever that would be. Like you were like I'd say maybe if it was like a mystic or um I don't know, something like that, where you just listened to them and then gave them advice back. So and then
Yeah,
you would pray with them, you
always
know?
people in my entire life have asked me for that stuff, and I thought it was simply my empath abilities. But I've always, and I'll ask them, do you really want to know the truth?
Hmm.
What I suggest, and sometimes they do, and sometimes they don't. Sometimes it offends them, but
Mm.
I ask them and then I tell them.
Hmm. Oh
Now, my
yeah.
delivery could be better sometimes. I admit that,
Oh, it just
but
from your heart is how
I'm
you
direct.
communicate,
Yeah, I'm right. I'm very
Yeah.
direct.
most people do like the direct communication, because it doesn't, there's no hidden pockets of things.
Hmm. What
So I,
cards are you using?
yeah, so I make my own little cards
Oh,
here,
wow.
yeah, I do, just so I can tune in. So these are going to be some symbols for you. So this is going to be maybe some symbols that might be helping you with healing, with aligning with whatever you need. So
Okay.
you might look at this later, too. But
Let
it
me
goes
take a
in.
picture of it.
Okay,
That's pretty cool. They look like Japanese symbols.
it does, yeah. Okay, and then so this is like the Shiprock, New Mexico portal. So um, that's, hmm, where have you been with that? Because that's like a interdimensional traveler kind of going in and out of places. So you might have traveled because that Shiprock is an interdimensional portal. So you go through these portals two places, like as a Sasquatch, I think, so it's like traveling interdimensionally too as a druid as well, and doing healing to the land, like in Sedona
Wow.
and these places. So you have aspects of you that do that as well, that, you
I
know,
went to
that,
Havasu for my sister-in-law's wedding. I guess it was 4 years ago, and I was dying to get out into the desert because I'm a
mm-hmm,
wildlife person, and I have to go out in the woods or in the stream, and I
mm-hmm,
want to go out into the desert. I didn't want to be in the city of Havasu.
right, mm-hmm, yeah, because you like to, I think you hear the animals asking you for assistance too, so
It
when you
could be because
walk.
I'm drawn to the rural
Mm-hmm.
layout.
Yeah, so it's like lizards and those kinds of lizards and stuff, and snakes and all the reptiles in the desert, like they're just doing healing and stuff. Also, a rock collector.
Oh, that's me.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah,
have I have rock. I have to tell you one of my best Bigfoot stories.
yeah.
I was hunting about 5 miles from here about 15 years ago, and I had shot a deer, and it was winter, and I drove myself almost to exhaustion hiking the thickets and up and down hills. Um, and I finally sat down in a spot on the edge of a cornfield that was cut, and there was a big bloody spot, and on top of it was a pure quartz arrowhead, and it
Wow.
wasn't underneath the blood because it wasn't red, it was white. And
Wow.
I knew immediately that one of the Sasquatch took the deer and gave me that in return.
Oh, wow. Yeah, yeah.
I knew it.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I knew it. I don't know how I knew it,
Mm-hmm.
but I have that on my wall.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
it's a
Yeah.
pure white quartz.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful
Yeah.
rock.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. And do you hold it ever like that too? And you could
I
even
have
lay it
it.
on your chest, you
I
know?
have it in a
Uh,
display,
Oh,
but
okay.
that's a good idea.
Yeah, you could
Have
do
it in a
that.
display of others, but
If
I,
it's glued to there, then I wouldn't mess that up. But if it's
yeah,
like where you could take it out, even laying if it's a shadow box thing, you could even just lay it on you, the whole shadow box thing, and just pull the energy from there. Just kind of reactivate it.
I'll grab it. I'll show you.
Yeah, because it will reactivate anything you touch and stuff, like all your tools. Just rehold them.
Now,
Oh, wow.
many of these,
Whoa.
this is the one I'm talking about here. Can you see?
It got blurry for some reason. Let me see. It's out of focus like that. So it's like, okay, now it did. I think it's in the back. Okay. So which one is it? The middle?
This where my finger is.
Oh, okay, I see it. Yeah. I would just lay that on your whole chest like a shield, like that upward, like the other way. Yeah. And then then just call your Sasquatch people and ask them to heal you. Say, I
Oh,
need
that's a good
healing.
idea.
Can you heal me with all this chest? Be direct with them, and tell them exactly what you're needing. Like clear this chest, whatever you have, like
Yeah,
this, all the fluid in my lungs and everything cleared
the
out.
throat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Mm-hmm.
terrible.
Yeah. And just keep doing that. And then just see him too, because you might see him in your room because they do.
I- I've
Uh-huh.
heard that.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard that they can go right through
Yeah.
walls.
Yeah.
You
Cause
you have a lot of them in Oklahoma,
yeah,
especially
yes,
Southwest.
yeah, my dad seen like the other day, he sees and hears. So I live with my parents, and he's seen one at the back several months ago. It's been like that, but just the other day he was out with the dog, and then he was because the dogs were going crazy in the house. They let him out and they ran like over this way down like a live out in the country,
Yeah.
So they ran down the street, and then my dad saw like a 6 foot plus and he was like 300 plus pounds. And he said he had long curly hair like that, but he had on like a shirt and some pants. So, and then he was like trotting up there, and then he turned and then he went right past our house. And then this was like at midnight, and there's nobody in this area at that time ever. And then so
Right.
he said he was trotting along and the dogs weren't even doing nothing. Then and he looked at my dad and gave him a thumbs up and grunted, he said. My dad saw it with his eyes. Yeah. And I was like, that was a Sasquatch, I
I've seen
mean,
them wearing vests in my dreams
yeah,
and
I guess they
baggy
do.
pants.
I guess they wear clothes.
Yeah,
They must.
you're the second person that's ever said that because I've seen them in my dreams wearing vests, like old West vests, like cowboy
Yeah.
vests, and
Yeah.
baggy pants, like
I
hobos.
guess, yeah, I guess they just like to wear that or appear or something. I don't know how that would be, but,
Makes them
because
look more human so they're not chased and stuff, I guess.
I think so. I think that they can be kind of like, oh no, that guy had on like it was must have been like a hobo, like you thought,
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
So, but he was kind of trotting differently how he described him, and he gave him a thumbs up and grunted. So that was that was the Sasquatch. That was, and
Yeah.
my dad even was like, I should take a picture. No, I better not. 'Cause that wouldn't be very respectful. Like he had all these thoughts like time was slowed down or something like that, So and then he hears things too. So he hears things outside that no one else hears, So then so I think lots of stuff happened here that um that I know is okay. So it's like I don't hear and see it as much as feel things or keep things smooth or keep the land kind of protected, and then he'll hear stuff, or they something happened to where my mom had $16 on her desk, and neither me or my dad gave it to her, and it wasn't hers, so we didn't know where it come from. And then some food out of the cabinet was missing that like the next day or so. And so we thought, did one of us throw? No. And so I'm thinking like interdimensional activity going on. Something happened, but I thought maybe like the Sasquatch. But I'm not sure
That's
exactly what
beautiful.
that was. But it doesn't feel negative or nothing
I've
like
had things
that.
go missing. I'm still looking for one of my favorite knives.
Yeah, I think things do get taken.
I can't
It
believe it.
might not be just all Sasquatch. It might be the Fae or
Hey, yeah, they must.
however. Hmm.
Margie Kay told me that being part of the Druid world and the Fae that I could go out and talk to them and feel them because I'm really in touch with nature
Hmm.
and Earth. She told me,
Oh yeah. You have
and
like a bullhorn, because I seen you like blowing a bullhorn just now, as a
um
as a wizard, like a
oh
wizard, and you would
wow,
have like a
I have
bullhorn.
I have deer calls and stuff, and I have
Yeah.
crow calls, and
Uh-huh.
I have one in particular that's wooden that imitates a great horned owl.
Yeah.
And I'm still learning to do that, but I do all kinds of bird sounds. And my
Hmm.
dog, you know, I was
Yeah.
out about 2 years ago or 3 years ago with the dog, and I make the bird sounds to call her, and I have an
Yeah.
owl sound that I'll call. And we were out there, and I was calling, and the owls in the woods were calling back. And
Yeah.
then the dog looked at me as if she was confused, like, who's doing what?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. That's funny. Yeah, like did you
Who's
turn into an owl?
right? Yeah, was
Uh-huh.
that you or
How
was that
funny.
them? She said,
Uh-huh.
"How'd you
How
get over
funny.
there?" Because
Yeah.
and it was really fun. She was cocking her head, and
Hmm.
so yeah. But
Like you shift into you pick up the frequency, like you
and
can hear it and then do it right back. So
imitate
it's
it, right?
uh-huh. Or you kind of just know what it sounds like already or something, and then you do
Both.
it.
It's just
Hmm.
all these years of doing it, but I'll hear it and I'll imitate it. Like
Hmm.
squirrels, I'll talk to them and crows. What do you? I was up in mowing grass up in West Virginia at our property, and I came upon this dead crow.
Hmm.
I've never in my life seen a dead crow. Can you imagine? Have you ever?
I mean, it might have just been some, like just breaking, I can't find it. Like what I see it, but I don't know why it would be. Like
There
I've
was no
seen
struggle.
doves.
It wasn't like a bobcat got it.
It's almost like it just had a heart attack or the frequency too, in a way. Sometimes I think that they might hit some kind of a portal, like they maybe they
Ah,
do, maybe there's like a portal that's interdimensional and then they hit that wall and then they fall. So sometimes I think that might happen
you know what's
to
funny is
them.
I have a trail camera looking right at the spot where this crow was, and it's always going off, and I never see anything.
Yeah.
I think there is something right there where that crow is, a
Yeah.
portal.
Yeah, you could go look and see and look and
It's
investigate
it's
and
so
then just kind
thick.
of,
It's
yeah.
really thick woods. It's like, and this crow was down in there, but that's where my trail camera goes off, and I don't see any deer or anything.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same spot where the crow was found.
Yeah. So if you think it that there's a portal there, then there is, because it looks like it's more of like a portal that's like a pillar, like that kind of a thing too. So I think that Sasquatch and stuff, they have that a pillar, it's like a portal, like a doorway kind of thing where they can go in and out of. But it
Yeah,
seems like that it's not like a wall, but it's like a cylinder, like that. And it just is on like that when they want to enter, they just tune into that frequency and then they enter there. So I feel like that bird maybe was just flying through there or so and to just hit that wall or hit the frequency, kind of zaps it
oh, yeah,
because it
because
wasn't ready.
he wasn't mangled or anything. He looked like he was sleeping, but he
Hmm.
had bugs on him. I knew he was dead, and I smelled him.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. It hit that. I think it hit the wall there, that wall, because it ran into it. I don't think anything can go in it, so
So that might
maybe,
be the portal they're coming and going with.
yeah. When did that happen? The other day?
This, this was last Wednesday. We came home Wednesday. It was last Tuesday.
Yeah. So things happen so you can see them, so you can pay more close attention and question, why did that happen? What's
That's
going
what I've been
on
asking.
there?
I couldn't
Like
imagine
why
why.
did that happen? Is there a portal there? Why is the deer cam going off? The trail cam. And so then you can just feel it too, the difference probably in that
You know what's
area.
funny? Now that you mention it, I've gotten some pictures that I've looked at that I've sworn I've seen at night a Sasquatch's face in there.
Okay. Yeah. Because they can travel through there. It like goes up and then they're there, but they travel through these portals throughout wherever they are, so in wherever they are. I mean, I
Yeah, it's the
even
same spot. It's like this 3 foot by 3 foot area. The crow was over here, but where I saw the face was up here.
mm-hmm,
My camera's pointing at it from 12 feet away
yeah.
because there's
Mm-hmm.
a path there
Yeah,
alongside of it.
there's all kinds of stuff that would come through there, like the interdimensionals and stuff like that too. But it's like a highway, almost like a highway too. So it's like a highway for interdimensional travel too. So I think that's what that shiprock meant, the shiprock, because it was like a
Oh,
portal. So it's
yeah,
like that. So it's like a portal there.
yep.
Hmm.
One
Yeah.
of the
So
last summer I was staying in a pole barn alone because I have to go up there to mow every couple of weeks. And it was like midnight. I'm laying in the camper sleeping inside the barn, and I heard this loud bang on the door of the barn.
that's Squatch. Yep. Hmm. Your friend. Hmm.
I knew it. I
Hmm.
went out there in underwear and said, "There's no lights, and well, the little porch light." But I said, "Hi, I'm here. I'm just hanging out. Let me sleep, please." And I
That's
went
good.
back in.
Hmm. Yeah. They
But he
probably were just
banged.
saying
I mean,
hi.
it was so loud.
Yeah, there's probably that's probably I guess them saying hi. Do you think? Like
It
just
had to
saying
be.
hi.
Had to
Mm-hmm.
be.
Because yeah, how else would we really see them? Or
There aren't any
we had to.
really neighbors around. I mean, the nearest neighbor is 600 yards that way, and another one's a quarter mile that way, and
Mm-hmm.
so
You
it was
know, you could even offer like in that area where your the portal thing is, then you could offer if you have some tobacco or a gift,
tobacco.
like that, and just bless that area too, and then just keep it kind of sacred right there too. And then
We have
that's
Amish
also,
because I wouldn't want to give them tobacco with chemicals, so maybe I'll get some tobacco from the Amish.
yeah, whatever you feel, like the Native American, how we leave tobacco. I leave tobacco at places, and it's not nicotine, nothing like that. It's just sacred tobacco, and you can make it. You just say a prayer over it, like that
Hmm.
too. So then you make whatever you can offer whatever you want to, and just it's your intention of it,
Oh, okay.
and then just leave it there for your intention, just like you're holding the arrowhead thing there because it looks like a shield. So,
Yeah,
so I would, if
it's
you
so
can hold
cool.
it, like hold it between like this way, and then before bed or whatever, and just say a prayer over it like that. That this is going to be an instrument that was going to be used to heal me, to heal. And I ask all my guides and guardian angels and my spirit team to assist me and to use this to be like how they put the med bed and then it's like a shield and then all that does the work and stuff. So
Yes.
it's like heal me overnight with this, like. And then if you feel like you need to turn it over, then do that too. So it's yeah yeah, because it goes out, like that.
Yeah.
So and it focuses and then it goes out. So maybe if you if you have an inward facing the arrows, then it's going to go in. But if you have it turned away, then it might be sending it out. So
Okay.
whatever you're guided to do with that. So just use your tools more, that all the tools that you have, and re energize them, reprogram them to do stuff for you, and then you'll start feeling more magical things going on because you feel more connected to all your tools, like that kind of
Yeah.
thing. So it's
Yeah.
always good to do that. Yeah, it's any crystals,
I have
anything.
affinity for crystals. I have some Vogel crystals. I have all kinds.
Okay.
I have black onyx.
Use your vocal crystal then too. You can rub it together like that, how, and then activate the sides how he does with that, how he does this way,
They,
whatever.
they
And then
breathe.
just
They breathe through the back like.
yeah, yeah. And then so you can do your psychic surgery that way too. You can hold it to the dog, then use it as
Oh,
your
okay.
wand. Use it as your wand, but merge with it first. Activate
Okay.
it. You have to activate it, like carry it with you on you and or charge it up with your hands and your
I can't
intention.
wait to for you to teach this stuff.
Yeah, this
Are you
is
going
all
to
the
put
things.
together a class like this?
I could do that. Yeah. I just
I'm
kind of
sure
do it.
others would do it. I would love
Yeah.
to do it.
Yeah.
Yep. I need help doing that because I got to figure out how to connect to it.
Yeah, it's just your intention. I mean, you already have it. Just hold it to your heart, and then just it's already there, like that. You just hold it there, whatever you're holding on to, the stone or the arrowhead or whatever it is, and it's just all about your intention of what you want it to do,
Oh,
So,
I'm going to test something. When I do something that I do out in the woods, I want to know if you feel any difference. Are you ready?
mhm.
Can you feel anything there?
I just see like your third eye opening like that, and then it's just expanding like this way. So like a telepathic kind of there. Um,
Well, it's like I get to the point where it's almost like a Kundalini thing. I can feel my body tingling, and it's like a projection of good, love,
mm-hmm,
and happiness all
mm-hmm.
at once, and it expands out from me. And that's what I do when I get in the woods, and I can never be as happy as I am in Mother Nature. And
Yeah. I see you doing stuff with your hand with your finger too, like drawing like a doorway, like it's like a sparkler for the 4th of July, how that lights up like that and it can open up stuff too. And then so you can take that you just cut open and remove it and then look into another dimension and open that up, so you can do that too, like how you're looking into places. Like
Hmm.
you have that kind of ability as well. So, um, so yeah, you can do that, but it's like, your third eye is very powerful though, because I just seen it like open up and then it just projects out. So
Really?
with your mind, it's really, what's your sign? What's your birthday? Are you air sign?
I'm a Libra, 9
Okay,
20
see your air sign. So you have
September
the
27th.
mental energy is very, very powerful with Libras, the air sign, So you have a strong mental energy, like your mental, the air is like mental realm, like that. So it's communicating on your telepathic, like all around. The whole surrounding area around your whole house is like all tuned into you. It's like a round, like a corral, like a horse corral, like you have it like circled all around, and then you can patrol the whole area with your mind, like circling it around, and then so you can protect it like that,
Margie
So
K told me that I could join with a hawk and go and look through their eyes at other places. And I thought that that was completely amazing. But now that kind of speaks to what you're speaking of here. So
yeah,
that,
yeah, because you can see it, like you can communicate with the bird, and then you can if you're in kind of meditation or so like that, and communicate with the bird of where it's going and what it sees, and so it's like your communication with that bird, and
I
you
don't
can,
know.
you know what I mean, like that. But they left the feather too, so then you can tune into that feather,
I'm going to
and
go
then
get it off the wall in a minute.
yeah,
Can't
and
wait.
then and
But
then
when
just
I get
hold
those, I'm
it.
so happy.
Yeah, and just hold it and just connect with the bird realm, and then you can even say, like I'm just thinking this, like, is it okay if I use this feather to help me with my healing? And then they'll say something like, that's why we gave it to you, like something like that.
Oh,
So then you're like, thank you so much. And then so it's all about intention. And then you're just kind of starting it out, like moving stuff around, moving the
smudging
energy.
and yeah. Well,
Yeah,
do
and
you think
you just move the feather around, and you don't even have to even get any sage or nothing, because you can just move it because you can see it, you know.
so? You have this recording, and I'll have the recording, I assume.
Yeah,
But
let me finish all these cards because I got some more
oh, you
cards.
do?
Yeah,
I just wondered, do you
I got
have
a
enough
few more.
now that you can
No,
remember? Oh, a highly advanced alien species might use immersion pods to experience life as a human, understand
okay.
actions,
So
thoughts.
this is where the alien species, they so you might even be interested in about this program too, that the aliens, how they would have where they can project their consciousness into a body, any place, so, and then just interact with that race or species for that little. So I think that that's what you can do, projecting your consciousness into different things and experiencing that reality through, just temporarily, like you
That's
can.
interesting.
Yeah, so that's what this means. It's on a deeper, so some things are translated different, light keeper.
High vibration, loving presence.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah. So this is your confirmation about working on the Mars colony, so that the confirmation. And then, oh, dragon DNA, that's your like Irish Merlin, wizard.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
you have the dragons. The dragon, yeah,
Oh,
the Irish dragons wizard.
James talks about that because he's Asian and he's got like red dragon or
Yeah.
something in his DNA.
Yeah, this is your Merlin, this is your Irish Merlin druid. This is your druid. Yeah, so
Oh,
100%. And then here's, these feel like Syrian, or do they feel like Syrian to you? Can you kind of see how
well, I
they
have a
look?
lot of contact with that altar with Syria, with
Uh-huh.
Syrian and Sirius B and A. Um, so Syrian might be of a star family.
Oh, the shapeshifter. So this is you going into like the Sasquatch and shapeshifting into the native, temporarily so you can interact with different things. So you
Oh,
can
wow.
do that, like other aspects of you. So you can communicate with them still because there's still aspects of you. So you can you have the feelings of that. So some of these are just confirmation.
That's
You
what
have
I've been told.
clones in many realities.
Yes, that's what I've been told.
Clones. Mm-hmm. And
And she even said that I was a clone because they'd already destroyed my body.
oh, I think you're connected. I don't feel a clone. Do
That's good.
you?
No. I
Yeah, I
mean,
don't
everything
feel
I heard
that.
was like, whoa.
Yeah. So this is elementals, the all around your fae and elementals and the
Oh, yeah.
portals there. Yeah, you can make those, and you can even leave messages in the stone art too, like arrange the stones a certain way or sticks, you
Hmm.
know, and however too. So you leave messages that way. Here's a lot of information,
Whoa.
like a
That,
download, I think.
is
There.
that light language?
Yeah, you just kind of feel it kind of going like activated when you said whoa, then it activated. So your
It gave
energy
me a
can
tingly
activate.
feeling.
Yeah, I
My
felt it because I always feel it like I kind of fall back a little bit,
Yeah,
when
my
you,
cheeks just got flushed and I got tingly.
yeah. So that's all the cards there. So yeah, so those will
Okay.
give you, probably will help you in some way, like that. Like I don't
Oh, I
even
didn't
think
take a picture of it, but that's okay.
you had the video. I'll send you the video.
I
So
have enough to keep
uh-huh.
me busy, and my mind is
Yeah.
overwhelmed. So you have
You,
enough now that if we continue in learning in the future, that
oh yeah.
you'll
Yeah.
remember. I guess that's a skill that you would have is to remember. It's probably you feel the soul of the person that is it's like me hearing a tune. Once I hear the tune, I remember the mood.
Oh yeah.
I
I mean
remember
your
the night.
energy and stuff. I have a good memory with everything, with so it's like our interaction is, there's always reasons for everything, with meeting people and stuff
Well,
like
that's why
that
I don't
too.
know why I was drawn, but that's why I set it up. And I
Hmm.
figured there were things that we have perhaps to learn from each other.
Yeah. And if you have a drum, do you have a drum that you play like the shaman drum like that
When I was
too?
a kid, I had a snare drum, and I used to play the opening of Hogan's Heroes
Oh,
on it.
okay.
And just
Like the shaman drum though, like with the elk skin, like
I ha-
that,
I have an Irish bowrin, which
Oh,
is a
okay.
goat skin drum right there,
Yeah, you should get that down and just
and
start
play it.
activating your tools.
I
Start
didn't know that could be a
activating.
tool because
Yeah,
it's
oh
a
yeah,
musical
it
thing.
clears out. It will clear out your whole frequent like chakras. It will clear it out. Like hold it
Oh,
over your whole
gee,
body. Do each
darn,
chakra, you
that's
know,
neat.
and whatever you're feeling and seeing it. So using all the things you have there, that's everywhere, all around you, that I know you have everything that you need right there to use,
Yeah.
you know.
The guy that began our group many years ago, 30 years ago, passed away about 10 years ago, and his wife wanted me to have that.
Hmm.
He gave it
Yeah,
to her to give to me.
yeah. So
I
it's,
thought, wow.
all these are your tools that you have. So things like that your inner shaman, inner druid, this like your medicine man person. So if you're doing like sitting there with the drum and just see it, you like feeling the frequency clearing out of your chest too, like that. Just using all your things to, activate it all up, activate everything, all your stuff, just hold it and activate it. And you can even get it all out, and just kind of start touching everything again,
Yeah,
you
my wife
know?
doesn't like that I display it anyway. It's clutter.
Oh,
But
yeah,
I have a whole my whole dresser has crystals and stuff on it and hawk feathers
yeah,
and shungite and
yeah. And
everything.
just hold it or just say, thank you for protecting my space, or thank you for blessing me, or whatever, just kind of start. I'm sure you do anyway, talk to it and stuff like that, but just kind of activating all your stuff and just kind of running your hand over all your things, and then just seeing like maybe which one's the one to work with you right now, see if you're drawn to anything, like that. Just kind of do that so you don't have a whole bunch of stuff and you don't know which one to pick. Just say
Yeah,
which one wants to work with me at this time, and
I
then if
love them
you
all.
don't hear, then just pick something that you're drawn to and then say, okay,
She
you're
calls me
gonna
like
work
a
with me.
hoarder. I love them
Oh,
all. I always bring, wherever I go on vacation, I bring a rock back with me.
oh, that's good. Me too. Yeah, I love rocks. I mean, I love them. I can't get enough rocks because they're all different,
I
like, oh,
know.
wow, this one's so pretty.
I
So,
found one. It's in my grandmother's hutch from the 1900s,
oh,
and
wow.
it's round. I know it was a native game stone,
Uh-huh.
really round.
Yeah, yeah,
I found
yeah.
that in the Susquehanna River.
Oh wow. Yeah. So you can use any of your stuff, You have everything. It all has energy, and
Hmm.
just cleaning stuff, and then just kind of reactivating it, moving and stuff around, reactivating all your area and stuff like that, So
Okay.
you're fully activated and it kind of clears up stuff too, clears out everything, you
Well,
know.
good. I'll try to heal my wife too, because she's got the throat thing too.
Mhm.
She's just 5 days behind me.
Seems like you could do the drumming and stuff, like that. And
I tried
uh,
to sing today and I couldn't.
yeah, but
I was
you can
disappointed.
drum. You can
Yeah.
do the drum and that will help, like that too. So, and just kind of working on your voice like that with the drum, because that drum kind of moves stuff around,
Yeah. Yep.
like that. Or that, because even the horn, like but that's going to hurt probably your throat kind of
So
right
you
now. You
saw
don't need
me
to
as
do
a
that.
druid with a horn. That's
Yeah,
cool.
like a
Ooh.
horn, like a bull horn, and you're like,
Yeah. Like yeah, like
like,
a
and it just,
Viking.
yeah, like a Viking. Yep, Viking. Yeah, that's what it is. Uh-huh. I see you as a Viking too.
I
You as
I
a crazy Viking for
I,
sure. Yeah,
I believe that. I feel that because when I
yeah,
played lacrosse, I had a lacrosse stick and I would go in among 20 guys and come
yeah.
out the only one standing.
Uh-huh. Yeah, everybody was like, "Oh, I'm not playing then. If he's on the team, then if I'm not on his team, then I'm not playing." Yeah.
I knew what
Uh-huh.
berserker meant because I would
Yes,
get into this like
Berserker.
hyper competitive mode and
Yeah,
just
you're
into
like
it.
it's like you turn into a beast, like
Yes.
like a bull,
Yes.
It's like you have
Like,
the hoof
you
and you're
see
like,
that?
yeah. When you're
Wow.
playing competitive stuff like
Yes.
football or something like that,
I played soccer and
hmm
lacrosse. Yep.
you would be like focused and a bull, like a how the bull does, and then those like scared. Yeah. And
Yeah, that's how it
man,
was.
yeah, and you just tackled it. You're like a truck, like going through all of them, plowing through there, like through and they all just fall. So yeah, that's how
It was
strong you are.
yeah, it was
Mhm.
fun. And
Mhm.
but I'm paying for it now. I've got arthritis and all sorts of stuff. But
Yeah.
yeah,
But that's how strong your spirit is,
yeah.
like
Oh,
that. That's your spirit, like
oh,
that, like mighty, like you're just mighty, like that bull or
you
the
know, Rock Cloud.
Viking.
Rock Cloud told me that since Michael is my archangel, he
Mm-hmm.
says that I
Yep.
share his traits in that sort of
Oh
same
yeah.
sense that he's powerful.
With the
And
warrior, the
yes,
warrior.
yes.
Uh-huh. Yeah, the warrior and fighting with the sword and stuff like that for
Hmm.
battle. The Viking, like battling like with the sword and stuff too. I can see that for sure. Like
And what's crazy
hitting,
is
like if
I have
you hit,
knives everywhere. If you could
uh-huh.
see, I've got more knives and swords than you can imagine.
Yeah, I think it's just like you just like them. I don't know. We collect stuff because we feel connected to that, something in it. So like I like this rocks and this different things too. So that's just because you like those things though, So
I
you
sure
have
do.
mm-hmm.
And guns. I meet
Mm-hmm.
people. I got a bench.
My dad has the guns and the knives too. The same thing. He has so many, So I'm
Yeah,
like, we're like, why? Me and my mom, why do you have so many? You don't
that's
need
what
any
my wife
more.
says.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like we don't
Yep.
know. us women, we don't really understand the guns and the knives as much,
Right.
like it's usually not as much as important as the men are like protectors, like, like that kind of macho, like, ooh, like battle, like that kind of tough, So I
Yeah.
think that's what it is.
Yeah.
That Sasquatch too, it's like a real tough guy too, the
Yeah.
leader.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
a
there. I didn't know that I was anywhere like that, but I know I've been with multiple clans, and I just got something special with them. I've always known that. And
mm-hmm,
my wife, and when we go look at properties, she would have me walk through it because she knew I could feel negative spirits or positive and see
mm-hmm.
if there was any Sasquatch there.
Oh yeah.
And so I would before she would even look at it. And
Mm-hmm.
I would go first. And then I would say, we're okay, or I feel something.
Yeah, you can offer a gift, offer a
I'm gonna
flower,
get some
or
tobacco.
offer tobacco. Yeah, anything at all that you want to offer, and then that's your offering, and to the Sasquatch, to the elementals, to the interdimensionals, and say
I'm
thank
gonna
you
put it over
for.
by the portal,
Yeah, yeah,
and I'm gonna just have some words and then leave it
yeah.
there.
Do that definitely, and it'll they show it's showing appreciation, like that.
Hmm.
It is, so it's good to do.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to keep you any longer. Thank you for all your time.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I
I
really
really,
enjoyed it.
me too. Yeah, I learned a lot from you too. So that's good. Yeah, everything came
So,
out in the reading too, like with the cards. So what you
yeah, it's
needed to
pretty
know.
neat. It's
Uh-huh.
fantastic, and it must help you too, because it's that the Reiki thing
Mm-hmm.
going back and forth. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
still hot.
Yeah. Like with the Sasquatch and stuff, like you helped me kind of connect with them even more too, because it brings our realms together too. Like we're meeting, but then they are meeting as well and different. So it's like, so it'll
That's
be
so cool.
familiar.
I
Mm-hmm.
wonder if I'm gonna have any cool dreams tonight. I bet you I will.
Yeah,
You
make
will
sure.
too.
Uh-huh. Yeah, definitely so. And charge up your stuff, doing things like with that thing on the shield on your chest and stuff too, like the Sasquatch, like it's almost like the Sasquatch shield with the arrowhead, like all
Yeah, they
that.
gave it to me.
Yeah. So
Yep,
use
they gave
that.
it to me.
Mm-hmm.
And so
It'll clear
when you
you out.
when you
It'll
get your
clear.
class together, for
Yeah.
individual, just let me know.
Okay. Yeah, that inspires me to do classes. Yeah, because I sometimes don't think of every single thing to do, so that does.
Well, you
It,
could just simply put together all of these sort of ways to connect with whatever gift you have,
mm-hmm.
and through your Reiki training and whatnot, just go from there, and just learning how to kind of charge these things up. And I mean, that would be a class right there.
Oh yeah, like how to charge up your tools or so,
Hmm.
like tool
Yeah.
charging or
Yeah.
something like that. In that way, that's a good idea. In kind of what to do to offer offering because it helps us connect with our reality too. And feel more connected to everything in that way, like Reiki does. Reiki helps you kind of feel connected to everything around you and use all the stuff around you as a tool, as an extension of yourself. So that's what it is. It's an extension of yourself. So you're using that tool and you're saying, okay, you're going to work for me and I want you to heal my whole body. So you're going to put it right there and then it's going to work because you intend it to, like that.
Hmm.
It's your intention.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Hmm.
that's what I'm going to work on.
Yeah.
And
And
so,
for your wife too, so you can leave it between both of you. Just have it for both of you. Say you're gonna be healing both me and my wife, you
yeah.
know,
Okay.
because she, the virus, however, if it was a virus, I guess it's a viral
That's what they
infection.
told her today. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's both. So it's going to be the same viral frequency. However, so something needs to be broken with the frequency of
Hmm.
it, like that. So if it's tune into what you need to do, if it's doing the drum or just using that shield or whatever it is, you might have to do different things. If you have those tuning forks,
I have them, but I
some
haven't messed with them yet.
yeah, something with that too.
I try
Something with
them for
hitting.
pain in my neck. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll
you
hit
might
it
do
then.
that. You might do that as well. because you have all the stuff, you know, you have,
Yeah.
it's something with hitting and then the vibrating the frequency, you know? Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good.
And the baths to the salt baths, that might
Well, I
help
haven't
as
done that
well.
yet. I
Mm-hmm.
have magnesium and Epsom salts.
You might try that if you
That's
want
a good
to.
idea.
Yeah, because that might help clear out the toxins and, you know, all that as well. So,
Excellent.
okay, then I'll send you this video so you
Well,
can,
thank you.
I'm
It
sure
was
you
nice
have
to
already
meet you.
absorbed it and stuff. So you know, but I'll still send it to you so it'll be in your records there, however. So
I'll
just in,
watch it again
you
because I'll
know,
take notes.
mm-hmm. So, okay, Mike. Well, thank you for asking
Thank
me to
you.
do this
It's
too.
nice.
And yeah, I'll be tuning into you more on Facebook as well.
Okay.
So, you
To
know,
meet
so we'll
you.
have that. Yeah.
All
Okay, I'll
righty.
talk to you later. Have a good evening.
Have a good
Okay,
night.
bye-bye.
Bye bye.